10 dangerous animals that escaped captivity. The media usually focuses on reporting people who escape prison because they are considered to be a serious threat to others. However, some animals deserve to be feared just as much, if not more, than people. Animals successfully get out of zoos, shelters, and even pet shops more frequently than one may think. Mistakes made by staff are the leading cause of the incidents, but there have also been cases of people purposely aiding escapes, as well as some rare, ingenious breakout tactics devised by the animals themselves. Although the majority of animal breakouts involve small and harmless creatures, here is a list of the more dangerous beasts that have escaped captivity. Before we get to the list of the 10 dangerous animals that escaped captivity, please make sure to give us a thumbs up, like our video, subscribe to our channel, and click that bell icon so you can be updated anytime we post a new video. Number 10. Eagle. In 1965, a golden eagle named Goldie escaped from the Regent's Park Zoo in London. After 5 years of living at the zoo, Goldie escaped while the cage was being cleaned. The eagle became a national sensation during its 12 days of free reign. Hundreds of calls and letters were sent to the zoo with capture advice. A crowd of roughly 1,000 people gathered to watch the eagle's keepers, police, firefighters, and even a BBC reporter attempt to catch the bird. The Navy was also consulted about supplies, including a net and line-firing rifles. Goldie was caught by the deputy head keeper, who lured the eagle with a dead rabbit tied to a rope. He quietly walked up to the bird and caught it with his bare hands. Goldie was declared unhurt and returned to the London Zoo, where visitor numbers doubled during the following days. Number 9. Takin. Takins can be found in Bhutan, Myanmar, northern India, and southern China. They tend to live on mountain ranges with elevations of 1,500 to 3,600 meters, or 4,900 to 11,800 feet. Their population in the wild is gradually decreasing due to hunting. In May 2018, a 363-kilogram or 800-pound takin rammed its way out of a Rhode Island zoo. The beast ran around for an hour before it was captured and sedated. 2 employees sustained minor injuries, which were treated on the scene. The takin escaped early in the morning before the zoo opened to visitors. A veterinarian team approached to carry out a routine hoof procedure appeared to have caused the incident. The animal charged at reinforced doors multiple times until it successfully broke out of its enclosure and roamed the facility's grounds. The takin arrived at the zoo in 2012 and had never escaped before. Number 8. Python. In most cases, animals that find a way out of captivity do not cause significant harm before their recapture. Unfortunately, this was not the case with an African rock python that escaped a pet shop in Canada in 2013. The 4.3-meter or 14-foot snake strangled 2 young brothers, aged 5 and 7, by slithering into their room through a ventilation system. The children were having a sleepover at their friend's flat, which was located above a reptile ocean shop in Campbellton, New Brunswick. Mr. Savoy, their friend's father and owner of the shop, discovered their bodies the following morning. His own son had slept in a different room and was unharmed. Savoy was shocked and said he thought of the kids as his own. Number 7. Crocodile. Crocodiles are likely among the animals least expected to break out of captivity. Their size and slow mobility on land make it difficult for them to slip away unnoticed. However, it is hard to predict what can happen when Mother Nature gets involved. At the beginning of 2017, no fewer than 10 crocodiles found their way out of a zoo after southern Thailand was hit by a flood. Some of the crocodiles measured up to 5 meters or 16.4 feet long. Reports noted that all of the deer and rare bird species had also escaped. Authorities warned the locals to be cautious around deeper waters. Attempts at locating the reptiles were unsuccessful due to the changing water level. The flood affected nearly 1 million people, leaving thousands of villages partially submerged and at least 18 people dead. Armed forces assisted with providing shelter, distributing emergency aid, and evacuating flood victims. 2 helicopters were also used to deliver food to people trapped inside their homes. Number 6. Wolf. In January 18, a Berkshire wolf called Torak fled from the Wolf Conservation Trust site after its enclosure was damaged by strong winds. However, the sanctuary had stated that someone may have left the gate open deliberately. Torak was recaptured 6 hours later. Police said that the wolf had traveled roughly 13 kilometers or 8 miles before it was caught near a motorway. An expert in capturing animals who was tracking Torak noted that the police would have shot the wolf if it had run onto the motorway. Teresa Palmer, the founder of the sanctuary, assisted with the recapture. She said that someone may have left the gate open on purpose because a lot of people do not believe in holding animals captive. In a different incident, a wolf that escaped the Cotswold Wildlife Park in 2017 was not as lucky. The Oxfordshire Park visitors were told to remain indoors after a 3-year-old wolf named Ember found a way past the perimeter fence. Number 5. Gorilla. A silverback gorilla named Kumbuka escaped through an open cage door at the London Zoo in 2016. The zoo refused to reveal further information about the incident, but noted that the gorilla did not smash any glass or force its way out of the enclosure. Despite the description of Kumbuka as a gentle giant, visitors were ordered to take cover in buildings when the 184-kilogram or 406-pound ape escaped. Armed police got involved in finding and tranquilizing the gorilla. Kumbuka was tranquilized and returned to the enclosure within half an hour. Nobody sustained any injuries during the escape, and the zoo stated that none of the visitors had been in any danger because the gorilla had never left a staff-only area. Turns out that the only damage caused by the gorilla was the loss of 5 liters or 1.3 gallons of undiluted blackcurrant squash, which Kumbuka drank in the staff-only service corridor. Number 4. Elephant. Nobody living in the center of a city wakes up in the morning and expects to see an elephant outside their window. But that is exactly what happened to the neighbors of a circus in Baraboo, Wisconsin in summer of 2017. Kelly, the 3,810-kilogram or 8,400-pound Asian elephant, escaped from the circus and went to munch on some nearby plants. Her stroll down the block was followed by shocked neighborhood screams. Turns out that Kelly's escape was assisted by Isla, another elephant. Isla is intrigued by anything shiny, including the nuts and bolts which held together their enclosure. The elephant released several bolts secured to a latch hinge, giving Kelly a chance to escape. While Isla stayed put, Kelly did not pass up the opportunity for an early meal. Number 3. Bear. A bear named Taps escaped from a zoo in Osnabrück, Germany in 2017. The bear was quickly shot dead by zoo personnel before it could cause any harm. Police officers rushed to the zoo and assisted in temporarily evacuating the area as well as investigating the animal's escape. Taps was a cappuccino bear that had a brown bear and polar bear as parents. The animal escaped through a hole in its cage, which led to the staff ushering the visitors into the monkey house for shelter. Reports noted that a second bear remained safely inside its enclosure. Andreas Buseman, the head of the zoo, stated that the team had to react immediately to protect the visitors. So staff members shot the bear before police arrived. Number 2. Tiger. Any predator that is both large and agile can pose a serious threat. Tigers are a prime example. They are one of the most common animals to injure or even kill people after escaping captivity. For example, during summer 2015, a flood freed hundreds of wild animals from a zoo in Slisbury, Georgia. Among those animals was a tiger, which killed a man in a warehouse before being taken out by police. The 43-year-old man was attacked in the throat and died before reaching the hospital. Another tiger escape occurred at the San Francisco Zoo in 2007. The tiger mauled 3 visitors, killing one of them. Police also suspected that the men who were attacked may have taunted the animal. Investigators found a shoe and some blood inside the tiger enclosure, leading them to believe that a leg or a board may have aided the escape. The 4.6-meter wide or 15 feet protective moat could not be crossed by the animal in a single leap without assistance. However, dangling legs into the enclosure may have been enough to make the jump a possibility. And the number 1 most dangerous animal that escaped captivity? The lion. People tend to get used to their jobs by following a daily routine, no matter how difficult or dangerous it may be. Sometimes, losing caution can have fatal consequences, especially around dangerous animals. A 65-year-old man turned his back on the king of the jungle while cleaning its cage in a Chinese zoo in 2015. The lion did not miss the chance to take a bite out of the man's shoulder and neck. He later died from the injuries. After its escape, the lion roamed around the park for over an hour while local officers and special forces were mobilized. Officials blocked off the park's entrance with steel barriers while visitors and zoo staff were evacuated. The lion was shot dead by police to ensure the safety of visitors. Later that afternoon, the park reopened for business. There you have it, the 10 dangerous animals that escaped captivity. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give us a thumbs up, give us that like, subscribe to our channel, and make sure to click that bell icon so you can be notified anytime we post a new video.